Hey everybody, Sam here.
And Angela, and welcome to our channel. Here we are again in our 1988 Palm Harbor single wide mobile home. We are like this close to being done. Well, done enough that we can move in and then still progress forward. We still have a little bit of trim work to do because we wanted to, Sam wanted us to get it done before we moved in, because you don't want to be moving your couches and beds and stuff like that out of the way trying to get trim around the bottom and the top. So let's get you caught up on what we did today.
Let's go. So what I'm working on today is finishing up the trim throughout the house. Right now we're in our bedroom and I have just finished the closet. So my process for trimming these out is to get some primed 1x6 boards. It saves you a step. They're also solid wood, which I prefer over MDF. Go ahead and measure the thickness of the wall. Use my table saw, rip cut those down to width, and then I measure and cut them to length. When building out the inside openings, not the face casing, but the actual inside part, I measure the width at the top first, install that board, then I'll do the sides, left and right, and in the case of windows, the bottom one is the one that I do last. After that's in place, I then use this little off-cut piece of wood that is exactly 3/8 of an inch thick. This little guy's purpose is a spacer or reveal for molding. Most door and window casings, the standard spacing is 3/4 inches off. So to save my sanity, I cut this little block and it's easy to hold up there and trace. If you see the lights flickering back there, it's because we are still running off of generator, and whenever we use a lot of electricity, it'll kind of fade a little. So that's why the closet light's flickering. Once I have my 3/8 reveal marked on the face frame, I can then hold up my trim molding or the casing and then make little tick marks, bevel cut it, and hold it up and nail it in place. It's pretty easy to do this, just step by step, break it apart, and not too bad overall. I will say this though, molding and trim is outrageously expensive. Each of these casing pieces are about $7 a piece, and the 1x6 boards are $20 per 8 foot. Yeah, it's been pricey. It's been horribly pricey, but trimming it out makes all the difference. And now I'm going to turn that light off because it's bugging me. So I have finished the bedroom closet. I've finished the windows. The last thing to do in here is the doorway that goes from our bedroom into our bathroom. Disclaimer, I'm going to turn the camera towards the bathroom and it's going to look horrible. It's because this is where I've worked and moved offcuts and materials, and we've used the bathroom for storage stuff for a while. Try and ignore it, try and focus in on the molding, and we'll get this last piece done, and you guys will be able to see the transformation and how big of a difference it really does make. but the door itself is plumb. So it is what it is.
Look at the door.
Yeah. 7 Angela, original mobile home. Hey, the door's trimmed out. And it looks good, minus not being in the right colors. And it even opens up with the trim and everything.
Oh, does it?
It opens that far. It's not against the wall totally, but that is really far out of the way.
Good.
I have the last piece of baseboard molding here in my hand. It is not cut to length yet because I wanted to show you one of the tricks I use for this. If you notice how I work, I use a lot of relative dimensioning, which means hold the object in place, mark it with a pencil, then go cut it. This is only another example of that. Here in the corner at the closet, I've already got my 45-degree bevel cut on this piece. I'll hold it into the wall corner and then probably mark the top, take it outside, chop it, and that'll fit it into place. After that, I believe I'm done with the molding in here. As you can see, Angela's in the background. She has been kind of going behind me or just mostly not on camera, and she's been caulking and finishing all the finish trim. There's a couple of different levels of finishing. She's doing the final. What she's doing right now is taking some trim paint and going back and painting all the molding. Final coat, good and done. She's almost got this room finished too. I'm only 1 or 2 steps ahead of her, so that's pretty cool. All right, we'll mark this, cut this piece, put it down, and then let her finish paint a little bit, and we'll be able to show you guys the finished room. I've finished all of the trim work that I can do here in the bedroom because, well, that's all the trim work, right? So while Angela is working on caulking and painting the trim, I've changed gears. I'm here in our closet in the bedroom, and I'm going to be reinstalling our closet shelving system. Okay, we had a meeting of the minds, meaning Angela showed me how this thing works. We're going to be installing 3 vertical bars against the wall. This bedroom door, I tell you what, it's like somebody's on the other side of it painting and pushing it closed. As I push it open, she pushes it closed. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach the 3 vertical bars to our wall studs. After that, Angela said to put the shelves as high as possible because the closet rod hangs down a little bit from there, and she wants to double stack this for hanging clothes on. We previously did not have this double stack. It was just one L-shaped closet rod, but we kind of changed our closet a little bit here with this renovation, so we're gonna double stack it. Alright, top shelf is done. I am totally on my tippy toes as well, so just take that for granted. This here measures right at about 36 inches off the ground, so that'll be pretty nice. We'll go ahead and install the second shelf now. Well, that looks really, really good. I think what I'll do now is turn my attention and start to trim out and finish the dining room windows as far as my next step. My main reason for that is they're the last windows to do, and I've got my table saw set up still. I've got to rip cut some of the boards down to their widths, and I just want to get it knocked out. That, and I'm kind of running out of stuff to do, major construction wise. If I get the dining room windows done in time, I will do this same exact shelving in our kitchen pantry. I don't know if I will today, but that's what I think's next. Either way, let's go trim out some windows. Well, I think we've had a pretty accomplishing day.
Yes, although my work wasn't as visibly wow as yours.
I think it was. I mean, okay, on camera you're like, oh, cool. But no, in person, what you did with the caulk and then the repaint of the molding really, really makes a big difference. I'm going Rambo, so whatever. Here is a really good before and after on what Angel's been doing, which is the caulk and trim work, finishing out. So on this wall back here, this has just been put up raw. She's not caulked that in. So as you can see, I mean, it looks pretty good, but it doesn't look that great, especially if you compare it with over here. Ignore the door, that's not been done. Huge difference, huge improvement. So it just shows you how much really going back and re-caulking all the joints, all the nail holes and all the seams really makes a big difference. So what you think of your pantry?
I love it. The way the light just comes into it, and there's room for my trash can, even with the lid open. And then still stuff, or it's not stuff, but room
Space
beside it. Yes. Space beside it and just all over. I can't wait to use it.
So the trash can being in the pantry was one of the things I was 100% adamant on. I hated the trash can being out in our kitchen. So the whole time as we've built this and we measured and we worked on it, I'm like, trash can, trash can, trash can. So yes, I made it so the trash can looks so cozy and will never want to be anywhere else. In addition to our pantry and our bedroom trim, I also trimmed out our dining room windows. You weren't here for that. You were at the camper doing laundry. Off-grid laundry. No fun.
No.
So I'll let you see that. They've already seen it. It looks really good, but it also means more caulk work and paint work for you.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. We feel pretty accomplished about what we did, and honestly, we have pretty much buttoned up the house, ready to just start unpacking stuff.
We got to clean out all the tools and Reno stuff that we have in here, and put in our new stuff.
Yep, after we clean.
Old stuff.
There's a lot of dust too, but whatever.
Well guys, thanks for coming along as we got more done in our house. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And otherwise, we'll see you guys next time on the homestead.
See you guys.
Bye.
You got something?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Well, crooked camera, crooked stop. What? Wow. Does it look dark to you? Mm-hmm. It's because it's dark outside. Mm-hmm. What she looks like. Mm-hmm.
So let's get you
Kitch. We have what? Yep.
So let's get you catched up on what we did today.
Caught up.
Okay.
Camera still doesn't see my face. Hey, camera sees the face. Ta-da. This is wearing down on me. This project that never ends. But we're so close. Back to work.
These are the little brackets. There I am.
At about 36 inches off the ground, so that'd be pretty nice. That was a joke. It's not really 3 feet off the ground. Sam's short, but he's not that short. I hear you laughing. You're the expert of this. I don't know what I'm doing. Just tell them what we're doing. Thanks for the warning.
I wasn't looking at you.
God, about died. That was almost the end of Sam. Good grief. Will you please watch me as I back up as I film now? Gonna make your ears bleed. You won't be hearing a thing.
Cleaning up. Fun time. What we did today.
Let's go. That was backwards. I'm not cooking dinner. Who am I kidding? I like to cook. Okay. Alright, you can come on in. We're done. What you got
You
there?
guys see the pantry?
Yeah, look at that. Look behind you, Isaac. That's where all your snacks and food will be.
Yeah, and the trash can.
In the trash can.
And course, this don't look as much. And it stays open.
Uh-huh.
So that's probably going to be beans and cans up there.
Mm-hmm.
And cereal.
Yep, I knew it. Yeah, I wanted a cereal where you boys could get it easily.
And then above and below that is going to be like Pop-Tart boxes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Cracker boxes.
Yep. What you got, Isaac?
Torch.
Minecraft torch?
Yep. I got some stuff in my eye.
Uh-oh. It's dusty in here. There's been a lot of work happening. Hey, do you want to go back to the camper and play Minecraft? Okay, you're excited. You're like not very interested. Whatever. Let's go. I'm ready to veg out.
Yeah. And